Improvement does not belong to the one who moves in sudden bursts of effort. That path is the way of the impatient, who burn brightly for a short while and then collapse into stillness. If you wish to surpass those around you, do not concern yourself with speed in the beginning. Concern yourself with rhythm. Growth is found not in rare intensity, but in the relentless repetition of practice. It is in the act of returning, day after day, to the same movement, the same focus, the same pursuit, even when your heart grows tired of it. The man who trains once with passion, but abandons his practice when the feeling fades, will never reach mastery. His strength is scattered, his progress broken. But the man who trains each day, even in silence, even without recognition, advances further than he realizes. His blade sharpens when he is not aware of it. His spirit hardens when no one is watching. By the time the first man returns to his task, the disciplined man has already created a distance that cannot be closed. Consistency is the secret that few respect, because it is not glamorous. It does not dazzle the eye. It does not make the heart race in the moment. But it builds a foundation so solid that nothing can shake it. When you repeat something until it becomes part of your very being, you no longer depend on thought or desire to move. You act naturally, like water flowing downhill, like a blade cutting through the air. The effort that once felt heavy becomes effortless, and while others are still struggling to remember, you are already moving beyond. You must understand that time is the weapon of the disciplined. Each day carries weight. Each day builds upon the last. Most waste their days waiting for motivation, waiting for the right conditions, waiting to feel ready. While they wait, you must act. While they rest, you must train. Each small action compounds into a distance so great that others cannot even see where you have gone. Improvement is not measured in single steps, but in the thousands that no one else is willing to take. Do not mistake repetition for weakness. To practice one cut 1,000 times is greater than to practice 1,000 cuts once. To stand firm in one discipline until it becomes your nature is how mastery is forged. Those who scatter their efforts, chasing novelty, remain forever at the surface. Those who endure the silence of practice sink deeper, and from that depth, their strength grows unmatched. There will be times when you feel no progress. You will think you are standing still while others appear to move ahead. Do not be deceived. Growth is slow, invisible, often hidden beneath the surface. A tree grows its roots before it shows its height. So too does the disciplined man build strength unseen before it becomes strength undeniable. When the moment of testing arrives, it is the one who practiced faithfully each day who stands unshaken, while the one who relied on passion alone collapses. This is the way to surpass those around you, not by chasing speed, but by refusing to stop, not by waiting for energy, but by acting without it. Consistency is the path that makes your progress inevitable. Relentless repetition makes you improve faster than everyone else. To advance quickly, you must first learn what to leave behind. Many believe progress is only about adding more effort, more knowledge, more hours of work. But the truth is that speed of improvement comes not only from addition, but from subtraction. The one who cuts away what is unnecessary moves forward faster than the one who carries every burden with him. When the warrior takes up his blade, he does not swing wildly in all directions. Each strike must be direct, without waste, without hesitation. In the same way, your life must be sharpened by removing what slows you down. Distractions, indulgences, meaningless pursuits. They are the weights tied to your legs as you try to run. If you wish to outpace others, you must strip yourself of these weights. Then every movement becomes swift, every action carries strength, and each day is spent in clear purpose. The mind is the first place to cut. It fills itself with noise, doubts, comparisons, endless thoughts that do not serve your path. When you waste energy on these, your focus scatters. You must learn to silence what is useless, to let go of the chatter, and to return your attention to the task before you. A sharpened mind is like a sharpened blade, precise, effective, and powerful. With such a mind, even a single hour of training surpasses many hours of distracted effort. The body too must be disciplined. When you indulge every craving, when you give in to laziness, when you pamper yourself beyond what is needed, you dull your edge. Comfort is a thief that steals your speed. To move faster than others, you must not be slowed by unnecessary indulgence. Eat what fuels you, not what weakens you. Rest to recover, not to escape. Train not only when it feels good, but especially when it feels difficult. In this way, your body becomes a servant of your will, not a master of your weakness. Consider the path of training. One student may chase after many techniques, eager to know 1,000 moves. He spreads himself thin, and though he appears busy, his skill remains shallow. Another student chooses a handful of movements and practices them endlessly, stripping away all else. In time, his strikes become unbreakable, his stance immovable. Though he has learned less, he has mastered more. This is the power of removing the unnecessary. It allows you to go deeper, faster, while others remain lost on the surface. Improvement does not require you to know everything. It requires you to focus fully on what matters most. Each day, ask yourself, does this action bring me closer to mastery, or does it pull me away? Does this thought sharpen me, or does it dull me? Does this habit speed my growth, or does it slow me down? In asking these questions, you learn to see clearly. And in seeing clearly, you move faster than those who live in blindness. The world is full of those who waste their strength chasing what does not matter. They are like swords striking the air, exhausting themselves without hitting the target. Do not follow them. Direct your energy only where it counts, and you will find that your growth is multiplied. By cutting away the unnecessary, you free yourself to give everything to what truly matters. To improve faster than everyone else, you must learn the way of subtraction. The morning is the hidden advantage, the secret ground where improvement is either won or lost before the world even stirs. At the start of the day, nothing competes for your attention. The air is quiet, your surroundings still, and your mind unclaimed by the noise that will soon arrive. In this space lies your opportunity. Most waste it. They reach for comfort. They delay rising. They drift without intention. But the one who acts with discipline in these hours creates momentum that others can never match. When you rise early and train, you do not simply build strength or skill. You shape your mind into a weapon. You declare to yourself that your purpose is greater than your comfort. This declaration, repeated each day, becomes a truth that guides your actions. By the time others have even begun, you have already taken your first victory. That victory, though unseen, changes everything. It makes your body alert, your mind steady, and your will unshakable. It gives you a pace that others, who begin later and slower, cannot catch. Think of the man who delays his first action until the world has already demanded his attention. He rises late, drifts into the day reactive, and allows circumstance to lead him. His spirit begins already surrendered. He believes he is in control, but in truth, he has already been defeated. Now think of the man who rises before distraction, who seizes his weapon, his practice, his purpose, and claims the morning as his own. He has already cut through resistance before anyone else has even drawn their blade. That is the difference the morning creates, the gap between control and chaos, between mastery and mediocrity. The morning is not about the length of time spent, but about the principle it establishes. Even a short practice, done with focus, sets the tone for the day. It is a small victory, but its power lies in the way it multiplies. One victory leads to another. Discipline in the morning becomes discipline in the afternoon. Strength in the beginning becomes strength in the end. By winning early, you place yourself on a path that others cannot step onto. because they surrendered their chance at the very start. This is why the morning is a weapon few recognize. It is not glamorous, not dramatic, yet it is decisive. To improve faster than others, you must look for the hidden battles, the ones they do not see. The morning is such a battle. Claim it daily, and your progress will compound. While others waste their first hours in hesitation, you will already be sharpening your edge. Over weeks, over months, this unseen advantage grows into a distance that cannot be closed. When the body resists and the mind craves rest, remember that this is the test. To overcome yourself when no one is watching is the truest form of victory. Each time you rise and act despite resistance, you carve discipline deeper into your spirit. Soon, the act of beginning becomes effortless, and what once required struggle becomes natural. Then you carry into each day not only skill, but confidence born from the knowledge that you are already ahead. The morning is the secret ground of growth. It is where momentum is created, where control is claimed, and where victory is decided before the battle begins. The first triumph of the morning makes all other victories possible. To grow faster than those around you, you must learn to bring every part of yourself into alignment. Many fail not because they lack effort, but because their energy is divided. The mind desires one thing, the body craves another, and the spirit drifts without direction. They move forward, but only a little, because so much of their strength is wasted fighting against themselves. Improvement is not only about working hard. It is about moving without division, uniting thought, action, and will so that nothing is in conflict. The mind is often the first to betray you. It creates doubts, it wanders to distractions, it convinces you that tomorrow is better than today. Left untrained, the mind becomes a master that weakens your pace. The body is no different. It longs for comfort, seeks indulgence, and resists discipline. If you follow the voice of the body, you will remain soft, incapable of endurance. But the will is different. The will is the commander. When you place it above mind and body, and when you demand that both obey, you begin to move as a single force. A divided man cannot advance quickly. He hesitates, starts and stops, questions himself, and loses precious time. But the unified man wastes nothing. His mind is clear, his body is ready, his will is firm. When he decides, he moves without pause. Each strike, each step, each breath carries him forward. That unity is what makes improvement rapid, while others stumble in their confusion. Consider a blade. If the edge is chipped, if the weight is uneven, if the grip is loose, the strike will falter. But when each part is forged to perfection and bound together, the cut is unstoppable. So too must you forge yourself. The mind sharpens your focus. The body provides your strength. The will gives you direction. Alone, each is limited. Together, they are absolute. This alignment is not easily achieved. It is built through discipline, through the daily act of commanding yourself to obey even when you resist. The path to this control is repetition. Each time you silence a distracting thought, each time you command your body to move despite fatigue, each time you act according to purpose instead of emotion, you are drawing the parts of yourself into one. Over time, the conflict fades. You no longer argue with yourself, no longer hesitate, no longer stall. Your mind thinks the thought, your body carries the action, your will confirms the purpose, all in harmony. This is the state where growth accelerates beyond the reach of others, because there is no wasted motion, no wasted time. Others may have talent, they may have strength, they may even have passion, but if they are divided, they will always slow themselves down. You may not be the most talented or the strongest, but if you are unified, you will outpace them. For while they spend their strength battling their own weakness, you spend all of yours moving forward. That is why alignment is the true secret to rapid growth. The storms outside will come, failure, resistance, distraction, temptation. But if you are united within, these storms cannot touch you. Your steps remain steady, your strikes remain true, and your progress continues, unstoppable. To improve faster than those around you, you must walk as one being, with mind, body, and will bound together in a single, unbreakable purpose.